Hello Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 8. Rick Buckler was an English drummer, best known as a founding member of the Jam, one of the most influential British bands of the late 1970s and early 1980s. His driving, precise drumming was integral to the band's signature sound, which helped define the mod revival movement and left a lasting impact on British music. Born Paul Richard Buckler on December 6, 1955 in Woking, Surrey, he developed a passion for drumming from an early age. In 1972, he co-founded the Jam alongside Paul Weller and Bruce Foxton. Over the next decade, the Jam became one of the most successful bands in the UK, scoring 18 consecutive top 40 singles, including 4 #1 hits, Going Underground, Start, Town Called Malice, and Beat Surrender. Their music blended punk energy with mod influences, and Buckler's powerful, inventive drumming was a key element of their success. Following the Jam's breakup in 1982, Buckler formed Time UK, collaborating with musicians such as Jimmy Edwards, Ray Simone, and Danny Custo. The band released 3 singles, and later compiled a collection of recordings, including tracks from his Sharp project with Bruce Foxton. In the late 1980s, Buckler shifted his focus to studio production, before stepping away from professional music in the 1990s to pursue a career in carpentry and furniture restoration. In 2005, Buckler returned to music, forming The Gift with Russell Hastings and Dave Moore, a tribute band named after the Jam's final album. In 2007, Bruce Foxton joined the group, and they rebranded as From the Jam, performing the Jam's classic songs for new and old audiences. After 4 years of touring, Buckler left the group in 2009, but continued to engage with his musical legacy through performances, speaking engagements, and management work. Buckler authored several books about his time with the Jam, including Our Story, co-written with Foxton, That's Entertainment, and The Jam 1982 with Zoe Howe. He remained active in sharing the band's history, promoting his work at events such as Louder Than Words Festival in 2022. Buckler passed away at the age of 69. His former bandmates paid tribute, with Paul Weller reflecting on their journey from rehearsing in bedrooms to shaping a musical era, and Bruce Foxton crediting Buckler's innovative drumming for helping to define the Jam's sound. Buckler is survived by his wife, Leslie, and their children, Jason and Holly. His contributions to British music continue to resonate, and his influence remains strong in the world of rock and mod culture. Tributes to Rick Buckler. Number 7. Julian Holloway was a British actor and voice artist whose career spanned over 6 decades, leaving a lasting impact on film, television, and animation. Born on June 24, 1944, in Watlington, Oxfordshire, he was the son of the celebrated comedy actor and singer Stanley Holloway and actress Violet Lane. With a strong theatrical heritage, he pursued acting early on, studying at Ludgrove School, Harrow School, and the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA, before launching a diverse and successful career. Holloway's early television work included roles in Our Man Higgins and guest appearances in classic British dramas, such as The Sweeney, The Professionals, The New Avengers, Minder, and Z-Cars. He became widely recognized for his comedic talent, appearing in 8 Carry-On films between 1967 and 1976, as well as in a Carry-On Christmas television special. His roles in this beloved British franchise cemented his place as a recognizable and cherished performer in British comedy. Beyond comedy, Holloway demonstrated his versatility as an actor in dramas such as Uncle Silas, Elizabeth R., and the Doctor Who serial Survival, 1989. His film credits included Young Winston, 1972, Porridge, 1979, The Great Rock and Roll Swindle, 1980, A Christmas Carol, 2009, and The Rum Diary, 2011, showcasing his ability to adapt to a wide range of roles. Holloway also enjoyed great success in voice acting, particularly in the United States, where his distinctive voice brought life to numerous animated characters and video game roles. He voiced Captain Zed in Captain Zed and the Z-Zone, 1991, Bradford Milbanks in James Bond Jr., and Prime Minister Almec in Star Wars, The Clone Wars. His work extended to Father of the Pride, Where's Waldo, Pirates of the Caribbean, At World's End, Medal of Honor, European Assault, and Regular Show, where he memorably voiced Death. His deep, resonant voice and exceptional range made him a sought-after talent in the world of animation and gaming. In his personal life, Holloway was married to actress Zena Walker for a brief period and later had a daughter, Sophie Dahl, with writer Tessa Dahl. Sophie would go on to become a successful author and model. Holloway later married voice actress Debbie Wheeler, though their marriage ended in divorce in 1996. Holloway passed away in Bournemouth, Dorset, at the age of 80. His contributions to the entertainment industry, from the charm of his carry-on performances to the memorable voices he provided in animation and gaming, remain a testament to his talent and dedication. Tributes to Julian Holloway. Number 6. Jacques Augendre was a renowned French sports journalist whose legacy is deeply intertwined with the Tour de France, a race he covered for more than 5 decades. Born on April 28, 1925 in Paris, France, he became one of the most respected voices in cycling journalism and a dedicated historian of the sport. His commitment to chronicling the world's most famous cycling race made him a revered figure in sports media. From a young age, Augendre was drawn to cycling. His father was a former cyclist, and during World War II, he competed as a boy in races held under the German occupation of France. Although he did not pursue a professional cycling career, his passion for the sport led him to journalism. In 1944, he began his writing career at Témoignage Chrétien, and by 1946, he was working for L'Équipe, the legendary French sports newspaper. Over the years, he contributed to Le Monde, Midi Libre, Miroir du Cyclisme, Miroir Sprint, and Le Cycle, shaping the way cycling was covered in France and beyond. His association with the Tour de France began in 1949, and although he missed a handful of editions due to editorial duties, he reached his milestone 50th tour in 2001. Augendre was instrumental in documenting the race's evolution, capturing the triumphs of cycling legends such as Fausto Coppi, Eddy Merckx, Bernard Hinault, and Greg LeMond. He famously recounted Louison Bobet's victory in 1953, describing the emotional and physical intensity that defined the sport. His deep knowledge and vivid storytelling enriched the race's history, making him an essential figure in Tour de France journalism. Beyond his work as a reporter, Augendre became the Tour de France's official historian and archivist in 1991. His meticulous research helped preserve the race's rich history for future generations. In 2005, he collaborated on Le Tour de France pour la liberté de la presse, a book whose proceeds supported press freedom worldwide, showcasing his commitment to journalistic integrity and global causes. Augendre's career was not just about statistics and race reports, it was about the human stories behind the cyclists, their struggles, victories, and defining moments. He had an unparalleled ability to convey the essence of the sport, making it accessible and captivating for readers of all generations. His passing in at the age of 99 marks the end of an era in cycling journalism. His contributions will continue to inspire sports writers, historians, and cycling enthusiasts for years to come. Tributes to Jacques Augendre. Number 5. Peter Line was an accomplished English international lawn and indoor bowler whose contributions to the sport spanned several decades. Born in England, he became one of the country's most respected figures in the world of bowls, achieving success at both national and international levels. His dedication, precision, and sportsmanship left a lasting legacy in the sport. His career was marked by numerous achievements, beginning with his first national singles title in 1961, a feat he repeated in 1964. Representing England on the international stage, he first competed for the national team in 1955, demonstrating his exceptional talent and earning a place among the country's elite bowlers. One of his most significant career highlights came at the 1970 British Commonwealth Games, where he won the gold medal in the pairs alongside Norman King. His success continued in the 1974 British Commonwealth Games, where he secured a silver medal with John Evans, further cementing his status as one of England's premier bowlers. At the 1972 World Outdoor Bowls Championship in Worthing, Line contributed to England's dominance by winning the fours gold medal with Norman King, Cliff Stroud, and Ted Hayward. 4 years later, he added to his accolades with a bronze medal in the fours and a silver medal in the team event, Leonard Cup. These achievements highlighted his consistency and ability to perform at the highest level. Domestically, Line remained an influential figure in the sport. He was a proud member of the Atherley Club and Bannister Park in Southampton, Hampshire, where he honed his skills and mentored younger players. In 1999, he demonstrated his enduring skill by winning the national senior singles title, proving that his passion and talent for the game had not waned with time. Beyond his achievements on the green, Line had a deep personal connection to the sport. In 1984, he married Wendy Line née Clark, a fellow England international bowler, forming a partnership both in life and in the sport they loved. By profession, he was a civil service cartographical draftsman, a role that reflected his meticulous nature, an attribute that undoubtedly contributed to his success in bowls. His dedication to the game and the inspiration he provided to future generations of bowlers will be remembered for years to come. His achievements, both nationally and internationally, set a standard of excellence in English bowls. Tributes to Peter Line. Number 4. James Martin was a Scottish film and television actor, best known for his role as Eric in the beloved sitcom Still Game. A true talent with impeccable comedic timing, he became a household name through his portrayal of the kind-hearted yet often hapless pensioner, winning the affection of audiences across Scotland and beyond. His role in Still Game was particularly special, as he was one of the few cast members who was an actual pensioner at the time, bringing an authenticity to his performance that endeared him to fans. Born in Partick, Glasgow, Martin spent much of his life in Musselburgh, East Lothian. Before stepping into the world of acting full-time, he worked at Campie Primary School's after-school club, where he was a dedicated and well-loved helper. His kind and approachable nature made him a valued member of the local community long before he became famous on screen. Beyond Still Game, Martin had a distinguished career, appearing in at least 7 television productions and 5 films. His versatility as an actor saw him take on a variety of roles, from serious dramas to light-hearted comedies. One of his early appearances was in Peter McDougall's Just Another Saturday, 1975, where he was credited as Jimmy Martin. In 2014, he made a brief but memorable appearance in the Channel 4 series Lovesick as the main character's neighbor. He also co-starred in the 2009 short films Relatively PC and Relative Confusion, part of an initiative teaching the importance of inclusive human-computer interaction, produced by Professor Emeritus Alan F. Newell of the University of Dundee. His contributions extended beyond the world of acting. In 2024, he was honored with the British Empire Medal, BEM, for services to military veterans and charity. His dedication to helping others reflected his generous spirit, and he remained a committed supporter of various charitable causes throughout his life. Martin's work, particularly in Still Game, left an undeniable mark on Scottish popular culture. His comedic brilliance and warmth made his character, Eric, an enduring favorite, with many of his lines becoming iconic among fans. His performances will continue to bring laughter to audiences for years to come, a fitting legacy for a man who dedicated his life to entertaining and uplifting others. Tributes to James Martin. Number 3. Denzil Meyrick was a Scottish best-selling novelist, best known for his gripping crime fiction series featuring Detective Chief Inspector, DCI, Jim Daly. His work captivated readers with its evocative storytelling, rich character development, and deep connection to the rugged landscapes of Scotland. A former police officer and distillery manager, he brought an authenticity to his writing that set him apart in the genre of crime fiction. His novels have left a lasting impact on Scottish literature, solidifying his place as one of the most prominent crime writers of his generation. Born in Campbelltown, Argyll, Meyrick attended Campbelltown Grammar School before pursuing higher education at the University of Paisley. His early career took him into law enforcement with Strathclyde Police, where he gained first-hand experience of crime, justice, and the inner workings of the force, insights that would later inform his writing. After leaving the police, he transitioned into a variety of professions, including managing Springbank Distillery in Campbelltown and serving as the director of a large engineering company. His career was as diverse as his talents, with ventures into journalism, radio, and media production, where he was an executive director at Houses of Steel. In 2012, Meyrick published his debut novel, Whiskey from Small Glasses, introducing readers to the world of DCI Jim Daly and the fictional town of Kinloch, inspired by his own hometown. The novel was a critical and commercial success, leading to a multi-book deal with Polygon, an imprint of Berlin. Over the years, he expanded the series to 11 novels, each one immersing readers in thrilling investigations set against Scotland's dramatic coastal landscapes. His books were also published internationally, with translations available through HarperCollins Germany and Area in the United States. Beyond crime fiction, Meyrick had a passion for storytelling in all forms. His ability to weave compelling narratives made his work stand out, blending gritty realism, sharp dialogue, and a deep understanding of human nature. He was widely respected among fellow writers, critics, and readers alike, contributing significantly to the Scottish literary scene. Meyrick's influence extended beyond literature. His dedication to his craft and his ability to bring Scotland's unique settings and complex characters to life ensured that his books will continue to be enjoyed by crime fiction fans for years to come. His untimely passing at the age of 59 is a great loss to the literary community, but his legacy will live on through his works. Tributes to Denzil Meyrick. Number 2. Itch Jones was an American college baseball coach, celebrated for his long and successful tenure with Southern Illinois University, SIU, and the University of Illinois. Over the course of his remarkable career, he shaped the lives of countless young athletes and left an indelible mark on collegiate baseball. His passion for the game and commitment to his players made him one of the most respected figures in college athletics. Born February 15, 1938, in Herrin, Illinois, Jones earned the nickname Itch after breaking his leg as a child and using a fly swatter handle to scratch beneath his cast. The name stuck and became synonymous with his relentless work ethic and enthusiasm for sports. After graduating from Southern Illinois University Carbondale in 1960, where he played as a second baseman, he spent a year in the Baltimore Orioles minor league system before turning to coaching. Jones' coaching career began at McMurray College in 1966, but his true legacy was built at Southern Illinois University, SIU, where he served as head coach from 1970 to 1990. In his 21 seasons at SIU, he guided the Salukis to 10 NCAA Division I baseball championships tournaments and 3 College World Series appearances, coming within one game of a national championship in 1971. His record at SIU, 738-345-5, remains the best in the school's history. In 1991, Jones took over the Illinois Fighting Illini baseball program and continued to thrive as a leader. Over 15 seasons, he amassed 474 wins, won 2 Big Ten Conference regular season titles, and led the team to 2 NCAA tournament appearances. He also secured a Big Ten tournament championship in 2000. His leadership and expertise helped produce 20 Major League Baseball players, including Dave Stieb, Steve Finley, and Scott Spiezio. Jones was twice named National Coach of the Year, 1971 and 1977, a testament to his influence and excellence in the sport. By the time he retired in 2005, he had 1,218 career victories, making him the 15th winningest coach in collegiate baseball history. Beyond the field, Jones was a devoted husband and father. He and his wife, Sue, an elementary school teacher, raised 2 children while balancing the demands of coaching and family life. In 2000, Jones was diagnosed with breast cancer, but his resilience and determination saw him through treatment, and he went into remission in 2021. Jones passed away in Gore, Oklahoma, at the age of 87. His impact on baseball, his players, and the institutions he served will endure for generations. Tributes to Itch Jones. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Halle Berry is embracing midlife with confidence and refusing to let outdated stigmas hold her back. The 58-year-old actress recently opened up on the TodaY show about how she was discouraged from discussing menopause publicly, but remained determined to normalize the conversation. People asked me, "Are you sure you want to align yourself with menopause? Won't that affect your career?" Berry shared. And I said, "No, that's exactly why I should be talking about it, because there's nothing wrong with me being 58. The Oscar winner is championing women's health through Respin Health, her wellness platform focused on educating and supporting women through menopause. She emphasized that when women have access to a strong community, they feel empowered rather than isolated. Berry encouraged women to embrace this stage of life, calling it a time for reinvention. "This isn't a moment to slow down, it's a chance to thrive," she said. "We just need the right education to navigate it." In August 2024, Berry celebrated her birthday advocating for the Advancing Menopause Care and Midlife Women's Health Act, working alongside Senator Shelley Capito to increase awareness and improve resources for menopause care. With her fearless approach, Barry is proving that midlife isn't the end of something, it's the beginning of a powerful new chapter. News 2. A Delta Airlines flight crash-landed and flipped upside down at Toronto Pearson International Airport amid extreme winter weather. But all 80 people on board survived, officials confirmed Tuesday. The Bombardier CRJ-900LR, which had departed from Minneapolis, encountered severe conditions upon arrival, following 2 intense snowstorms that dumped over 20 inches of snow in just days. Despite the dramatic crash, airport officials expressed relief that there were no fatalities. Toronto Pearson CEO Deborah Flint called the survival of all passengers and crew really incredible, crediting swift emergency response efforts. "So many factors led us to have gratitude today," she said. While most passengers escaped with minor injuries, 21 people were treated for conditions ranging from sprains to head injuries, anxiety, and fuel exposure symptoms. 19 have since been released from the hospital, while 2 remain under medical care, though their injuries are not life-threatening. Firefighters responded quickly, using foam and dry chemicals to suppress fires and clear an exit path for passengers. Many were able to self-evacuate before first responders arrived. Authorities, including the Transportation Safety Board of Canada and the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration, are investigating the crash. 2 airport runways remain closed while officials work to remove the overturned jet. Delta Flight 4819 crashed at approximately 2:15 p.m. on Monday, during what was meant to be an operational recovery day, following the storms. Despite widespread flight disruptions, the outcome of this incident is being hailed as a remarkable survival story. News 3. Anne-Marie Hochhalter, a survivor of the 1999 Columbine High School shooting, has passed away at the age of 43 due to natural causes. Hochhalter, who was paralyzed in the attack, was remembered as a symbol of resilience and strength within her community. Her former principal, Frank DeAngelis, confirmed her passing, calling her an inspiration. Anne-Marie was a pillar of strength for so many. She exemplified never giving up, he said. She will be missed, but never forgotten. Hochhalter was a junior at Columbine High School when she was shot in the back and chest while eating lunch outside with friends. The attack claimed the lives of 12 students and a teacher. Despite her injuries, she went on to graduate in 2000 and became an advocate for survivors of mass tragedies. Over the years, she spoke openly about her healing journey, PTSD, and her belief in forgiveness. In 2016, she publicly expressed support for Sue Klebold, the mother of one of the shooters, saying she had forgiven her. She also extended her empathy to families affected by the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. Last year, she attended a vigil marking the 25th anniversary of the Columbine tragedy, where she reflected on choosing to focus on happy memories rather than trauma. "The 13 we lost are always with us," she wrote. "They're never forgotten." Her legacy of compassion and resilience continues to inspire. Funeral arrangements have not yet been announced. News 4. Authorities in South Dakota have identified human remains found on the Pine Ridge Reservation as those of Michelle Elbow Shield, a Sioux woman who had been missing for over a year. Elbow Shield, who was last seen in Rapid City in October 2023, was reported missing soon after. Her remains were discovered in January 2025 in the town of Interior, and advanced forensic testing confirmed her identity, according to the forensics lab Othram. The Rapid City Police Department, along with the Bureau of Indian Affairs Missing and Murdered Unit, worked extensively on the case. Police Chief Don Hedrick stated that investigators spent thousands of hours searching for answers, and expressed hope that the discovery brings some closure to her family. Elbow Shield's grandmother, Nellie Bald Eagle, had previously shared concerns about her granddaughter's disappearance, stating that it was out of character for her to leave without informing someone. "She always let somebody know where she was," Bald Eagle told Kilo TV. Initially, authorities struggled to identify the remains due to their condition. However, forensic experts used advanced DNA sequencing, leading to a match with a relative who provided a sample. This marked the first publicly announced case in South Dakota to use Othram's technology for identification. Investigators continue to examine the circumstances of Elbow Shield's disappearance and death. "We remain committed to fully investigating this case," Hedrick said, emphasizing the importance of seeking justice. News 5. A 77-year-old man was found in the Carmel River after going missing while searching for his lost dog in a California nature park, officials said. On Friday, February 14th, Stephen Sherwood was hiking in Garland Ranch Regional Park when his dog ran off. According to the Monterey County Sheriff's Office, Sherwood informed his family that he would stay behind to look for the pet and was last heard from at 10:30 a.m. Other hikers eventually located the dog and safely returned it home. However, by noon, Sherwood's family reported him missing, prompting an urgent search effort. Local rangers, firefighters, search and rescue teams, and sheriff's deputies joined forces with an H-70 helicopter to search the vast 4,462-acre park. Given the terrain and potential health risks, authorities acted swiftly. By 3 p.m., Sherwood's body was discovered in the Carmel River. Officials coordinated with Monterey County Regional Fire District personnel to conduct swift water recovery efforts. The scenic park, known for its trails and wildlife, is a popular hiking spot in the region. Authorities have not released details about how Sherwood ended up in the river, but the case remains under review. Sherwood's passing has touched many in the local community, with residents expressing condolences and remembering his love for the outdoors. Officials praised the quick response of search teams and reminded visitors to take safety precautions when exploring remote areas. Number 1. Jamie Muir was a Scottish painter and musician, best known for his groundbreaking percussion work in King Crimson and his contributions to the free improvisation scene. His unique approach to music and performance left an indelible mark on progressive rock and experimental music, inspiring generations of musicians. Later in life, he stepped away from the music industry, focusing on art and spirituality. Born on November 30, 1942 in Edinburgh, Scotland, Muir studied at the Edinburgh College of Art in the 1960s. While initially playing trombone, he soon shifted to percussion, embracing an unconventional and highly expressive style. Influenced by jazz greats like Tony Williams and Milford Graves, he became a key figure in London's free improvisation movement. He performed with the Music Improvisation Company alongside Derek Bailey and Evan Parker, developing a reputation for his spontaneous and theatrical approach to percussion, which included using found objects, chains, and sheet metal in his performances. In 1972, Muir joined King Crimson, bringing a wild avant-garde energy to the band's new lineup. His presence was crucial in shaping the sound of the album Lark's Tongues in Aspic, a landmark in progressive rock. His free-form playing, combined with traditional percussion, pushed drummer Bill Bruford to rethink his own style, influencing him deeply. However, Muir left the band in early 1973, choosing to pursue a monastic Buddhist life at Samiling Monastery in Scotland. His departure was initially attributed to an onstage injury, but he later clarified that his decision was a deeply personal one, driven by a desire to seek a more spiritual path. Despite stepping away from the music industry for several years, Muir briefly returned in the 1980s, collaborating with Derek Bailey, Evan Parker, and former King Crimson drummer Michael Giles. He recorded on several free improvisation albums, but by 1990, he retired from music entirely to focus on his passion for painting. While his time in King Crimson was brief, his influence remained profound, with his experimental approach continuing to resonate in progressive and avant-garde music. Muir passed away in Cornwall, England at the age of 82. His fearless creativity and willingness to explore uncharted artistic territory remain an inspiration. Tributes to Jamie Muir. Yolanda Montes, better known by her stage name Tongolele, was an American actress and dancer who became an icon of Mexican entertainment.